Lesson 2-3, solving two-step equations. Essential question, how do you solve a two-step equation? All right, so we have x divided by 4 minus 1 equals 11. So I'm going to start by circling my variable and the number that is grouped together with my variable. So that would be the x and then the 4 that is over. So I need to get rid of what's next to my variable or next to my circle, which is the minus 1 first. Opposite of minus 1 is plus 1 on both sides. (11 plus 1 is 12. So now I've got x over 4 equals 12. I need to get x alone, so in order to be able to do that, I need to get rid of the 4. So I'm going to times both sides by the reciprocal, 4 over 1, or just 4. So these will cancel, and I'm left with x equals 12 times 4, which is 48. If I wanted to check my answer, I could take 48 and plug it in for x. 48 divided by 4 is 12. 12 minus 1 is 11, so that would be correct. Second example, 7 equals x over negative 3 plus 2. So the x over negative 3 is what I'll circle this time. I have to get rid of what's next to it. So the plus 2, I'll do the opposite on both sides. So minus 2. 2 and negative, or 2 minus 2 makes 0. So then I bring down my x over negative 3. 7 minus 2 is 5. So now in order to be able to get rid of that negative 3 below my x, I times both sides by the reciprocal, or negative 3. These will cancel. I'm left with x equals negative 3 times 5, which is negative 15. All right, negative 2 equals 3x over 4 minus 8. So this time I'm going to end up circling the entire fraction, even with the 3 up there, because I want to circle the variable and then the number with it, which is the 3/4. So I'll get rid of the minus 8 first by adding 8 on both sides. So 8 and negative 2 makes 6. And then this one I have to get rid of the fraction, the 3/4, by timesing by the reciprocal, so 4/3. Remember that if you're timesing fractions, 3 times 4 would give me 12. 4 times 3 would give me 12, which makes 1, so 1x. So all I have to write on this side is x. Because really it's like 3/4 and the 4/3 cancel or make 1. Then if I want to multiply 4/3 times 6, I want to turn 6 into a fraction, so 6 over 1. 4 times 6 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3. 24 over 3 is 8. So x equals 8 is my answer. Then I've got negative 1/2 x plus 5 equals 12. So I'll circle the negative 1/2 and the x, get rid of the plus 5 by subtracting. (12 minus 5 is 7. times by the reciprocal, so negative 2 over 1, or just negative 2. X equals 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. Alright, so this problem is going to look a little bit different than the last two slides. So first of all, our directions say to solve, but this is kind of a two-part equation. So let's just look at the first one first. So it says if 5 minus 3x equals 14, then what is 2x plus 11? So I've kind of got one equation and one expression that I'm being given. Now if I look at the equation and the expression, I have to think about what do I already know how to do, and then what can I do, or what can I use in order to be able to solve this question? Well, we know in this lesson and that we know how to solve an equation at this point. So let's start by solving this equation that we're given. Because we can figure out what x is. We know how to do that. So if I circle the negative 3 and the x, I have to get rid of the 5. So if I minus 5 on both sides, that would give me my 0. Divide both sides by negative 3, and I'm left with x equals negative 3. Now I've just got to figure out what to do with that, because I'm not done. Don't just stop with your answer being x equals negative 3. So if x equals negative 3, then what is 2x plus 11? So what is 2x plus 11? Well, I know what x is. I know that x is negative 3. So what if I plug negative 3 in for x? Can I solve that? Yes, I can. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 11 would give me 5. So 5 is my answer. So make sure x equals negative 3. That is not your answer. 5 is your answer. You have to figure out what is x, and then if you plug x into the expression, what do you get? So let's try one more like that. If 2x plus 9 equals 15, then what is 3x minus 5? Well, let's start with the equation we're given, that 2x plus 9 equals 15. Circle the 2x, subtract 9 on both sides. 15 minus 9 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So if x equals 3, what is 3x minus 5? Well, plug this 3 in for that x. So 3 times 3 minus 5, 9 minus 5 is 4. So 4 is my answer. Summary: to solve a two-step equation,